Break family, you are watching the number one. No, we're not going to do that. No, we're not going to do that. What's up, everybody? Family, we're right here. And like we promised, we're going to be discussing a topic that is really relevant because tomorrow is going to be Extreme Rules 2020. So we have, the presence of a good friend of the house.
And you know what? Before we start, I was going to say, you said relevant topic. Yeah, because this whole entire year feels like Extreme Rules.
Yeah.
Related anything like there's no rules.
It
like
feels like a horror show.
It's like an outlaw land out there.
Yeah, it does feel like a horror show. So, we're going to be talking about that. We have previews and predictions, and we have the newest member, the newest edition of Road Break, and he's down there, right there. Ryan Woodman! How you doing, Ryan?
I'm good, guys. Thank you. It was great to be a part of the Road Break family.
That's right.
That's right.
So we're going to be, talking about all of this, and, family, guys, are you excited about, Extreme Rules? Is legit?
One thing I'm going to say before, we should just say that the Jeff Hardy and Sheamus match is actually not, for those who don't know, is actually taken off the card.
Yes. What happened with that, John Paul? Tell the Road Break family what happened with that.
I guess they thought, we need a legit main event for SmackDown. So it's like, we'll do that. And also, and 8 matches on the card, and there's 2 cinematic matches. That would have been a long pay-per-view, so I think they made the right choice, honestly.
Oh, yeah, I do feel that. What do you feel about that, Ryan? Jeff Hardy and Sheamus, they were going to be fighting at Extreme Rules, so we have right there. Supposedly that was what's going to happen, but they ended up switching it up, and then they're going to actually fight on SmackDown next week.
Yeah, I'm fine with it, with all the matches that they have on Extreme Rules for tomorrow night. I think losing that match, you're not really missing out on much. The storyline hasn't been all that entertaining on SmackDown, so...
Yeah, exactly. How many times can we see him be, made fun of because he used to drink? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We've seen this too. CM Punk, the list goes on and on. Dude.
Exactly. So, not really a reason to, be upset about it. So, let's go, let's start going over, the whole card, though.
Yeah.
So, John Paul, Ryan... tell me about this match that does
also, one thing though, quick, we should say that this is for the first time on the line.
Yeah,
this will be on the line. So whichever one of us wins this is gonna, I guess I could be greedy and say that I'm the first champion, but I won't. I'm just holding the belt right now, so we will crown the inaugural, pay-per-view champion. So we got the previews and predictions. It's all legit. Gonna get written down. Yeah, so now let's jump into the first match.
Hey, Annie. She's watching, a good friend of mine. Hey, Annie. How are you? How you doing? Thank you for checking us out. So, we're going to be talking about... Let's start with the card. And, this match was added yesterday on SmackDown. For everybody that wants to see the SmackDown review, is on the YouTube channel also. Jean Paul and I are covering, everything that happened yesterday. Was it the horror show, Jean Paul?
Yeah. Yesterday, SmackDown, it was a snooze fest. You know what I mean? You really didn't miss anything. Raw was a hell of a lot better, which is surprising to say.
For every single one of you that see me cover, just dry my face is it's really hot right here. It's 100 degrees, but you know what? We do it for every single one of you. So, thank you so very much for that. And like he said, we're just going to be talking about this match that actually is going to be a tables match. So there you go, Ryan. Tell me a little bit about the New Day defending the SmackDown Tag Team Championships against Shinsuke Nakamura and Antonio Cesaro.
I think this match might be a surprise result. I could maybe see Nakamura and Cesaro taking the belts in this one. That's one of those little twist finishes that you don't really see coming.
Is that your pick? Is that who I'm putting you down for, the heels?
You're gonna put Nakamura.
All right, so we got Ryan for the heel team, and then Juan. Who are you picking?
I am picking also Nakamura and Cesaro.
All right.
I'm telling you why, because I'm sick and tired of the New Day being champions. It's 8 times. I'm tired of a New Day. I want an all day, and I know that old school guys like Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura are going to be able to pull the upset. So those are my guys. Ryan, who goes to the table? That's what you got to give me too.
Yeah, that's going to be the tiebreaker, is because we're all my pick is also the heels. So that's a clean sweep on that, but now we pick which one goes through the tables. So now someone obviously will pick the same, and if that happens, then we just, we'll flip a coin or something.
I'm going to say that I think Big E will go through the table, but I'm going to add something. I think it's going to be a dual tag team move from Nakamura and Cesaro, putting Big E through a table.
There you go. So yeah,
Okay.
add that.
Okay.
Make that like
Okay.
a special thing. So I will give him extra points in case that like we gotta go to a tiebreaker. He gets
So
like
Big E tag team move. All right.
I want to say also thank you so very much that everybody that is watching. Don't forget
thank you.
family right here.
And also comment, guys. Everyone who's watching, comment who you think is gonna win as well.
We want everybody. We want all of you to tell us what's your predictions for this pay-per-view. From now on, all of us are going to be every single time that is a pay-per-view. We're going to be, doing these previews and predictions with every single one of you because the Robert family is all of you. So,
exactly.
So yeah, Jean-Paul, your pick. Why?
Well, I think it's hard to say because now that I'm looking at this, on SmackDown they hinted that Xavier Woods. They kept talking about him. I'm like, maybe Woods comes back and helps the faces win. But I don't know if I want to reverse my pick. So I think I'm going to stick with the heels, and I'm going to also say that Big E goes through the table. But I'm not going to add a stipulation or anything. I'm just going to say Big E.
Big E, all right?
Yeah,
all right.
so Big E for me.
Thank you again, family. I love every single one.
Now, watch that I said that. Now, WWE, they're going to switch it, and Xavier Woods going to come, and they'll be like, screw you, Jean-Paul.
Well, yeah, they will come.
Like, thanks. Yeah, I know I booked the show legit. I know. Thanks. You're welcome.
Yeah, and please, guys, don't forget, keep commenting. We want to keep for every single one of the matches. So
I can read it.
Yeah, so we can both we want all the interactions from every single one of you guys. It's a hot day, but let's try to cool it down. Like New Edition will say, we love Bobby Brown. No, we don't love Bobby Brown. He screwed over Whitney Houston, but that's the stuff for a different podcast, not for this one. So you all the stuff with the heel.
Well, who do you pick then? Kofi or Big E?
Me, Kofi.
Kofi. All right. So then we got Kofi.
Kofi Lucius Kingston.
All right.
For me, all of them are the middle name is Lucius. Yeah. All of them. Big E, I'm Lucius. All of them. So moving on. We're gonna go to now kind of the Raw side of things, and then we're gonna have the women's championship match for the Raw. Like I said, Raw Women's title. A girl. That it's being featured throughout the whole month. Sasha Banks is challenging Asuka. Guys, what do you guys think about this?
Well, I think this one is obvious. I don't, the story, like we said, the story has been said that Sasha is, going to feud with Bayley for the SmackDown Women's Championship. She's not going to be, Banks 3 belts or any of that, stupid bullshit. They're not going to put that on a t-shirt, thank God. So she's going to lose this match. I'm sorry. Will it be a legit match? Oh, absolutely. I think Bayley might get involved. We might even see Kairi Sane. There might be all kinds of crazy antics, but at the end of the day, I don't see Asuka losing her belt, so that's my pick.
So you said Asuka retains.
Asuka, yeah, that's not even a question. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't see the opposite.
No.
No, okay. And how is she gonna retain the championship? How's it going, Austin? A good friend of the house. Also, he was one of the interviews. So hey, what's up, man? Tell us your predictions for this match, Austin. Come on. And then you, Ryan, go.
I'm going to agree with Sean Paul. I think Asuka's going to retain here. I don't think it's going to be a straight, clean finish. There's going to be some kind of shenanigans I can see coming in terms of either Bayley showing up, Kairi Sane. It's not going to be a complete match, but I do think Asuka will retain the championship.
Yeah.
What do you think, Juan? What do you think? I know you ain't going with Banks.
No, it's going to be we're going to see Sasha Banks 2 belts. So, Asuka is going to lose the championship, and Sasha Banks is going to become the new...
You're going with Sasha? No way.
Yeah, I'm going with Sasha. Yeah.
What spoilers did you read and not tell me? You must be out of your mind, fella. All right. You're put down. You're put down for Sasha, so it's done. So let's...
Yeah, Sasha and Banks Stamen, and done.
Okay.
Absolutely done. So, yeah, that's what I'm putting for that. So, hey, family, we're going to hear your thoughts. Come on, don't let us hang in here. So, the next match, guys, let's talk, let's continue on Raw. Let's go into the United States Championship match, and that is going to be Apollo Crews with the new design of the United States Championship, defending against Montel Vontavious Porter, one of the highest additions on SmackDown on 2006. So, let's start with Ryan this time. Who gets and why?
Well, you talk about 2020 being a wild year, a feud that I never thought we would see, Apollo Crews versus MVP. And this is a weird one to predict for me. But I'm going to say that the champion retains again here. I think Apollo Crews is going to keep his belt.
So Apollo Crews, like, what do you think about Apollo Crews? You know, like, he's been having a push. We won his championship. Is he a good wrestler for you? Do you like him? You think that he's been?
I've liked him since he signed with WWE, and it's really good to see him get a push. He's deserved it all these years. So it's good to see what seems like new talent getting a push that you wouldn't typically see.
Oh yeah, no, and you know this, like, he was in catering for the longest time. Like, he was like, you know, like
he knows every recipe that Titus cooks up.
Well, like, the thing is, like, he was like so good. Like, in the ring, he's like his ring ability is absolutely great, but he never got a push. He was paired with Titus. Remember, they were a tag team. They went against Sheamus and Cesaro for the titles, and then we didn't see him again. And then we kind of saw a little bit of him against, I remember, The Miz for the IC Championship. Those were the only 2 times that Apollo Crews was actually meaningful. And now as a champion, I think that feud with Almas and how he beat him, that's really great. Yeah. So, Jean-Paul, tell me your pick.
My pick, see, I'm going, I got 2 words for you. Hurt Business.
No,
Hurt Business. No. Because I think MVP's winning this. I think you're going to have MVP, you know, Bobby Lashley's going to get involved in this. And I think MVP, you know, when he came on and it was the Royal Rumble and he got thrown out right away and it's like, oh, this is kind of bullshit, like whatever. I feel like this run is actually pretty legit for him.
Oh, yeah.
He's been popular. Yeah. He's been on a lot of segments. I know the ratings are down and the show's down in general, but that's everything. Everything's down. You know, nothing is doing well. So I don't blame that on MVP at all. So I think this run has been a success. That new belt, I don't think they're going to, you know, he's flaunting that new belt. I think he's going to keep it. So I'm going to go with MVP.
MVP, all right.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to go with your side, Jean-Paul, and I'm going to actually pick Montel Vontavious Porter.
That's right. That's right.
He's legit.
Maybe this is how Ryan. Maybe this is how he becomes the first pay-per-view champion.
Well, yeah, he's the legend killer. So
he is. I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah, youngest champion ever.
I just feel that, like, Randy, you know what? That's right. Yep. I just feel that, like, MVP, like you said, like, the run started a little bullshit. Like, remember guys, like, he said, oh, I'm done. You know, I'm like, I'm gonna retire. I'm gonna become a producer. And then every single week, the MVP lounge.
Well, maybe they told him, like, hey, like, you look still pretty good. You look like you got it. Give him one more run. And that's the thing. If this is his last run, you know, let him have a little run with the belt. He can just drop it to Lashley, and then Lashley and Apollo can feud.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah. I really feel that, like, they could do that. But we'll see. I mean, like, I really like the new design of the United States.
Oh, yeah, so do I. I'm a big fan. Yeah, I like it.
Oh yeah, it's really cool. Like the old one was to me a little stale, but this one, I just want to see MVP kind of be like the champion, like the first champion that like, you know, this new design.
Yeah, to almost like a callback to his, like, legit, you know, U.S. title reign.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I really like it. So I really think that he's gonna win, and it's gonna be like, what is the name of the finisher? Help me out here, guys. I don't remember what the finisher was.
What is he? Isn't the I don't remember.
I don't really remember, but it's because he never wins.
Yeah.
That's the thing. He never wins. So we haven't seen, like, the finisher, but I just remember him like it was a legit finisher, but we'll remember for the next time we do previous predictions. So, guys, you know, we've been, like, talking about all these matches. How the thing is going to... It seems like an exciting pay-per-view so far, right?
No, I think it'll be a good show. Even with, like, even if the 2 cinematic matches kind of suck, you know, I think they're actually doing an all right job building some of these feuds. I mean, it's not exciting. It's not like, oh my God, this is the greatest thing ever, but it's better than what we've seen, you know, I think recently. So I'm a little more invested.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, absolutely. I really agree with you. So now, guys, let's go to the SmackDown side. And it's a match that, like, is, like, creating a lot of controversies and also, like, a lot of, like, expectations from people just because, like, it's going to be a cinematic match. And that is, like, we don't really know what's going to happen. Like, Bray Wyatt, is either, like, Fiend, is either, you know, like, all of this, like, characters, but, like, we don't really know who he is. So, like, it's going to be, like, Wyatt the Swan battle, you know? Is this a championship match, guys? It is.
Well, I mean, I don't, like you said, the major plan is Wyatt or the Fiend rather versus Braun Strowman at SummerSlam. So I think this is just going to be a stepping stone to get there. And obviously you're going to have Strowman retain unless you're going to do a rematch at SummerSlam and Strowman loses the rematch, which, I mean, could be a possibility, but I think you'll be a bigger pop, you know, even if there isn't crowd for the Fiend to win. So I'm going to go with Braun Strowman retaining here. But I think this match, if done right, could be good, but I feel like it's almost going to imitate the John Cena match we saw at WrestleMania, where it'll be maybe Strowman just destroying a lot of shit, and then Bray Wyatt kind of just like laughing and disappearing.
It might be like that. I just feel that like there's a potential, like it could be really, really legit. You know, it could be just because like the animosity that they have, all of them. You know, like
like we said last night, like Strowman actually cut a legit promo.
Like the intensity like that they have. You know, Pato is watching. You know, thank you so very much for that. You know, Pato, hey, how you doing? So like the intensity that Strowman had during this promo, it was really good. You know, I gotta kill the Fiend. I'm gonna destroy him. You know, it's done.
And he's like, done. We're like, that's legit.
So like, yeah, I really like that. I really enjoy it. So like, Ryan, what do you feel about this? And who's your winner for this match?
I'm gonna go with Braun Strowman. I think with the cinematic matches, it's been good seeing something different. But I think they're maybe starting to rely on it a bit too much, and I think it's bound to crack at some point that we're gonna have this a dud. I've enjoyed pretty much all of them so far, the cinematic matches they've done, but it's bound that they're gonna throw a dud out there.
Yeah, no, I think that like they do this just because like it's an easy way to fill the show up to. For example,
because they take up a lot of time.
You know, we got this amount of time. Said, hey, let's do this match, and that will take 30 minutes. Okay, boom. So like it is easy for them actually to be on time on schedule because like on a real show, then like some matches can go a little longer, and then you gotta add the other type of matches. So that's why I think that like it makes a lot of sense. So you pick Strowman then, Ryan, right?
Yep, he picked Strowman. So who's your pick, Juan?
Oh, my pick is actually it's gonna be Bray Wyatt.
No, what is this?
But it's not because I really think that this match is not for the title.
Well, that's the thing. We gotta verify.
Because if it is, then I think that like it's gonna be Bray Wyatt because Bray Wyatt is gonna like turn into the Fiend.
We're gonna verify now, live.
Because I don't think it is.
If it's not for the title, I think I might be having to change my pick here.
It just says Wyatt Swamp Fight.
That's what I mean. So it's not for the title. So my pick is Bray Wyatt.
Live. So he's going Bray.
Because what did Strowman say? Strowman said he's like, if I don't beat him, the Fiend's gonna be unleashed. So what's gonna happen on SummerSlam? The Fiend's.
So what are we doing? What are we doing, family? Before I final it in,
I think I'm gonna change mine to I'm gonna say a no decision. I think it's just gonna be an open.
Okay, no DQ. So I'll just
give
put
it points because if that's what happens, then if that's what happens, then
I'll circle Ryan, and then I'll put an X through it, so that'll be the no DQ. I'm gonna go with Wyatt too. If it's not for the belt, he's gonna lose because then he'll be like, "No, the Fiend." Blah, blah, blah. Well, we gotta know the rules.
That's bullshit, dude. Such bullshit. No. Okay. So like all three go to like with Bray Wyatt just because Strowman is weak. I mean, Ryan, you used to be a big fan of Braun Strowman though.
Like, I was a huge fan of the Wyatt family when we were doing that.
There you go. Yeah, get the show. Yeah, thank you.
That was a big fan.
Everybody that is watching also. Like, don't forget, follow us in all the social media.
Yes, right down. Hold on, right down there.
Right there.
Right there.
Original Roll Break on Instagram. OG Roll Break on
Let's get these hands.
Yeah, get those hands and then start following us. Yeah, Jean-Paul is doing Jean-Paul Wrestling Hall live right now. So like, yeah, but I really think that like this feud is good because they're prolonging it. But Ryan, I want your thoughts on like how do you feel about Matt Hardy on AEW having all these personalities and Bray Wyatt having the same kind of gimmick?
I like the idea of it. It's because with wrestlers like Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt, they're very intelligent, so they know how to portray themselves, and they're one of the special talents that they can do multiple gimmicks and they work out. So I mean, are we going to see Husky Harris one day? It didn't really work out, but I wouldn't be surprised if they go that far back.
Didn't they show him in Mania?
Yeah, we saw a little bit of that.
Yeah, and then WrestleMania. Yeah. No, but I like this feud.
Want to say hi to Timothy, James McCarthy. How you doing? Thank you for watching. Hey, tell us your predictions. Text us our predictions. And also, my my sister, she's watching. Hey, hola, Anita. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo te va? Saludos. So, tell us, tell everybody. We want your predictions, guys. But like you said, right, you really enjoy this like gimmick personalities. Like because for me, Matt Hardy, like kind of like he went to broken to like regular Matt Hardy, and all of that is kind of confusing because I feel that like the broken gimmick it needs to be presented in a really serious way.
Oh yeah, I mean if you really watch
Almita is watching also. Hola Almita, she used to work at Arby's. Yeah, Alma.
Yeah, curly fries.
Yeah.
No, but if you used to watch like Hardy on Impact, that's legit. The way AEW did it, it was I don't know, like they joke around with the gimmick, and then once you make something a joke once, me personally, I can never take it serious again. Like nothing can start off as a joke and then become serious. It's like if you portray it as a joke, it's a joke. So I think it's the gimmick on there isn't too good.
Psycho dude.
Yeah, but this, yeah, he's coming, dude. The Fiend. No, but this feud I like. This feud I like because there's history, and that's what makes a feud so good when it's not just two guys thrown together.
Yeah, no, yeah, I really like that. And right there, yeah. Get these hands, Bray Wyatt. I'm gonna destroy you. So I just feel that like it has enough story to like prolong it, make it like really long.
That's what I'm saying. They're gonna stretch it to SummerSlam. It's non-title, like unlike this previous in prediction show because this is for the title.
Yeah, exactly. Like this is gonna be like the inaugural. Let's say Jean Paul was like he's like Teddy Bios. He bought the belt.
Here we go. We don't own the music, by the way.
Oh yeah, well Jean Paul owns it because he bought the CD. But, but according to like Facebook and any streaming site, there's Chico right there. So so let's move on, guys. Like so, we have all Bray Wyatt. This is gonna be a good match, cinematic. Mm-hmm. Talking about in the spirit of talking about cinematic matches. Let's go for an idea that Jericho said that like they pretty much stole it from AEW. So he said, thank you for like
the demo god.
Yeah, the demo god. There's a shirt, by the way. So like for the AEW,
of course there is.
Go buy
it. Next time he probably takes a shit that's real big, they'll make a shirt of that too. I'm sure.
And I'll buy it because
yeah, I know you will.
Yeah, and then like I'll
Jericho
probably with it. But in the spirit of that, guys, let's talk about and let's start with Mr. Egg. A match that is going to be cinematic, like I mentioned once again, and we don't know how the hell they're gonna like portray these effects to make the thing work. But it's going to be an eye for an eye. Rey Mysterio going against Seth, the Monday Night Raw Messiah.
Look at that picture of Mysterio. You can tell the graphics Photoshop because that's not his mask. His mask doesn't have the spikes coming up, so that's good on WWE because that was how it was on Raw. This isn't us with a kabuki-ish image, so don't worry. We're legit here on Rope Break. But
I didn't do anything.
This match is so tough to call because I can picture Seth Rollins coming out with an eye patch or something like that, whatever. Can I picture Mysterio blind? I want to say no, but the story with Dominic, maybe they lead into that. So this match, if you're just really diving into the universe and taking the crazy bullshit stipulation out of it, it's really tough to say because it is going to be no DQ, I assume. But then again, we thought Hell in the Cell was going to be no DQ, and then Seth Rollins and The Fiend ended that in a DQ. So,
well, we see Dominic might be involved because even Dominic is in like the picture. So.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So this one is really tough to call, but I'm almost going to say that. Oh man, this is really tough because I want to say that Mysterio wins, but I don't know if Rollins can lose again.
Well, I'm
going with.
So you gotta pick
Rollins. I'm going Rollins. Rollins, it is.
The newest addition of the Rope Break family. Like the future of like if we Jean Paul, you or me, like are missing. Ryan will fill in. Yeah. So Mr. Whitman, we pass the torch to you. Who wins? Seth Rollins or Rey Mysterio? And then of course I give you news, and then you're gonna change your winner.
No, then tell us now. You.
I'm gonna go with
all the love to this guys.
I'm gonna go Seth Rollins, and I think they're gonna find a loophole just with how kind of loose they're making these rules for an eye for an eye. I think you're gonna see on Raw. I think you're gonna see Mysterio and Dominic with an eye patch, and they're both gonna have missing an eye.
So Seth Rollins,
that would be legit. That's a legit pick. I like that. I can see him doing that.
It might be
because that extends their feud to SummerSlam because he'll be pissed he attacks his kid.
Yeah, more
that's
like
legit.
And that's the thing that and going again. Now I'm going to start with the news. The Rey Mysterio's contract is expired. Okay?
Oh, I knew that a while ago. That he's just working on like a
He's
hand.
working on it, yeah. So like, it will be much easier to just pop the eye from Rey Mysterio because and be like, "Thank you, sir. You're done."
He shows up in AEW with the fucking stick.
And then you
be like, "Where am I?"
Or like New Japan, and he shows up with the iPad.
Oh, that would be so legit.
But like,
of course, Liger's done, so we can't see that.
There was a lot of rumors that like he might. There's two things. If he decides to go because he wants a lot of money, supposedly he asked for a raise, and Vince McMahon is like, "So we're going through a pandemic. Would you please, be a little bit understanding about the situation?" There's Booyaka. And, so he was like, "No, we cannot give you a raise." But he said, "Well, so I'm going to New Japan and AEW, dual contract." So I think that, like, the main reason if Mysterio stays is because they're already pushing Dominic. He's already on TV. They're trying to give him matches. He attacked Rollins already.
Yeah, Mysterio could give him the mask or like his own mask. That would be so legit, and you know what I mean.
But on that regard,
I'm still going well with that news. I mean, like I said, I knew his contract was up, but I didn't know if Mysterio would be like, "No, I'll work till SummerSlam. I'll help pop the show because if I'm on it, it'll be more of a draw." But I mean, if he is leaving, this would be a perfect match to leave and, like you said, pass the torch to Dominic. So I'm still going to stick with my pick of Seth Rollins.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're Ryan stick Seth Rollins?
Yep, sticking.
Seth Rollins. Me, I gotta support my Hispanic culture. I gotta support mi familia.
Booyaka.
I gotta support la raza. So I gotta go with Rey Mysterio.
That's legit.
Yeah, and we're gonna see a Messiah with one less eye.
Yeah.
And so every time it's like, which way did he go? So we're gonna see a little bit of like eye patch.
Buddy Murphy will be his right hand and his right eye.
Well, what do you think about Kevin Owens saying a reference to PCO, the guy from Ring of Honor?
That was legit. Like, I popped for that.
Yeah, but like, you know what happened?
Yeah, Jean-Paul Leec. I mean, Jean-Pierre.
He got mad. He got mad. He said, "He's like, oh, I'm tired." Like, cause he put on Twitter. He put that like. He said, "Oh, I'm tired that like WWE like copies the gimmicks and they don't even give credit. It sucks. I'm the real creator." So he got really mad rather than before.
The creator of what? An eye patch?
No. Like, because his gimmick before that, he was the Ring of Honor champion. He was like he would wear an eye patch.
Yeah, the pirate. I said you don't create an eye patch ain't a gimmick, dude. That's a piece of clothing.
So he got really mad. Tom Lible is watching, our friend.
That's right, Tom.
Tom Lible, that's right. Tom, give us your predictions. Come on, Tom. Your predictions.
Right now, which match did we just did a legit match? Eye for an eye. Who's winning, Tom?
Eye for an eye. So Mr. Whitman, he wanted Seth Rollins. He picked Seth Rollins for the winner. And then John Paul picked Seth Rollins. And I just picked La Raza. I got to stick with my guys, So I picked Rey Mysterio. Just because, like, hopefully, like, Dominic and him, like, they can get the Messiah with one less eye. So, and also, Pato, tú también. Da las predicciones, por favor. Predicciones. ¿Quién gana? ¿Quién pierde? Vamos. So, yep, guys, good stuff, right? Now,
exactly.
Let's move
Moving on.
SmackDown. Let's move on to the SmackDown side of things. And, like, we had, like, this girl that, like, is having, like, a complete resurgence. She became annoying. She went from being nice. She became to be smiley. She'll hug everybody. And now she's absolutely a bitch. But annoying bitch. That kind of, like, woman that you don't even want to talk to. And on top of that, she's hot. So it's like, I would really enjoy go out with you. But other than that, that will be everything. And that's Bayley. And she's going to be defending her championship against, the hyper Nikki Cross. So
yeah, but now Nikki Cross is all like, so I suck. I'm not good at wrestling. I'm bullshit.
Full of doubts. But before we go to do that, eye for an eye, Tom Lible is saying, I'm taking Mysterio, and then Rey will retire.
All right.
That's legit. That's legit. That's like the best send off. You know what I mean? Like that would be the best send off. I think.
You know what would be really legit is like Mysterio wins and then he also pops his own eye.
What the fuck?
He goes like that, It's like
what would be legit if he pulls off the eye patch and his other eye works and he's like,
Yeah, that would be really legit. So like, thank you, Mr. Lible, for that. So now, like I said, guys,
well, you start. You how about you give us your pick first?
All right, let's start with like, okay, Pato is saying he's saying that
that's
Mysterio
legit.
wins. Yeah,
that's legit.
El Rey Mysterio. Pato also like loves Santos Escobar, so we got.
All right, good. Yeah, that's good. Does he buy from Santos Escobar?
Oh yeah, he does. Yeah.
That's
Santos
legit.
Escobar es un narcotraficante, Pato. Por eso like, estamos haciendo esa broma. Ahora, let's go to, like I said, like Jean Paul was mentioning, Bayley and Nikki Cross. My pick is there's no way that you can take the title out of this woman. You know,
No.
she's having like the most legit run in her career. This new persona that she has is been working for her, you know, completely great. I mean, like all these years that she had, like failing pushes, all the years that, like, you know, we didn't care about her, it's been, you know, a complete 180 turnaround. So I'm loving it. I'm really loving it. You know, she's been a queen. She's been like, you know, the thing with the Undertaker a few weeks ago. Remember, he let me call him Taker or something.
Yeah. She's like, I called him, and he's like, oh yeah, you know, you had I had the legit, you know, the celebration, and like, but you deserve a better celebration than me, and all that stuff.
Yeah, so like, you know, like all these things, and you know, when was Bayley like this big? I think that like the only time that she was like this is when she was like the NXT Women's Champion.
Oh yeah, and that title reign wasn't very long. I think this is this would get legit crowd reaction if there was crowd, because she's like annoying enough and she's over enough as a heel that, you know, she would get crowd reaction, because she was only like first starting to get, you know, comfortable with that role, and then it was like no crowd.
Yeah, so like, you know, to me it's Bayley. Because
I'm going with Bayley as well on this one.
I don't see Nikki being the woman that is going to dethrone Bayley just because this is going to be SummerSlam.
Yeah.
You know, they have to do the thing with Sasha Banks.
Exactly.
It's Bayley. But like now, let's make it even more interesting to win points for like that championship. Show the championship, Jean Paul. Whoever gets the more wins, who's going to become like the new inaugural Road Break champion? You know, right there. That's right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like to me, it's going to be with the help of Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks.
Wait, so you think Sasha's winning the Raw and then Bayley's going to retain?
Yeah.
But then how are they going to do the match at SummerSlam if Sasha's on Raw?
You know that they're going to go all the way. Unification match.
No.
Yeah.
You sound like someone else.
Oh, no.
So who are you going with, Ryan? Let's hear it.
Oh, Bayley.
Bayley? All right.
Yeah.
And then
Bayley.
You think the help of Sasha? Okay. I think it'll just be, you know, Bayley. I mean, I hope she does the Rose Plant. I hope it's not like a roll-up or like something bullshit. But, I mean, maybe Alexa Bliss will get involved. But, I mean, I don't know. I can't really pick a win. I just know Bayley's going to retain.
We're going to talk about Alexa Bliss in a little while, but, you know. Yeah, but, so you say all of us say Bayley?
Yep.
And Mr. Tom Lible, a really good friend, he said Bayley wins with ease.
Yep, that's what I think.
Signature.
Unless this match, I smell the SmackDown bullshit, because I could easily see them just, you know, out of the blue, nowhere, giving this title to Nikki Cross. Just to be like, okay, like, you know, and then maybe Sasha wins Raw, and then maybe they feud over that title. Who knows? Maybe. So like, hey, maybe, and then I become the champion. And see, Pato is saying that like we're gonna like give the title away. He wants giveaways, you know, like Pato, tú todo quieres, solo el título, todo quieres, hermano. Yeah, but tell him shipping right now with the pandemic won't end well. So
yeah, like no
no
podemos mandarte por la pandemia, hermano. No, coges el título y te va a dar coronavirus. No se puede hacer it. No, anyway. So
minus one subscriber.
Yeah, well, one subscribe. Yeah, everybody done. Yeah, done with Road Break, done. Probably one more time, don't forget. Hey, right there's our social media.
Yep.
You know, Jean Paul and I, and Ryan, if he's available, we're going to be talking in a few hours. We're going to be talking about Slammiversary 2020. So, you know, be there for us. You're going to it's going to be a lot of good stuff. Jean Paul, you saw Ryan. I don't know if you saw it too. EC3 had a nice video. He had a match. He had a whole cinematic match. He's going to be debuting his teasing Impact and AEW.
Oh, he's going to do both?
Yeah. Resurgence of EC3. Yeah. Really cool stuff. Also, you know, the Good Brothers. The Good Brothers are like completely confirmed. You know, Good Brothers are going to be debuting tonight at Slammiversary, 8 o'clock on 5 TV. There you go. There's a plug. Well, where's our plug? So, you know, right there. We're going to be like covering that. And also, Heath Slater, guys. Heath Slater. He put a video teasing that is going to be showing up, because as of today, everybody that was released in April is absolutely a free agent.
Yeah, the Independence Day of WWE wrestlers.
Yes. And
speaking of guys who were released, should we talk about, I think we're on the main event now.
Yeah, we're gonna be talking about. Let's go to the main event, family, and a match that we don't even know the stipulation for.
No,
so that's kind of like dumb. But before we do that, Tom Libel says this should be named the Rocky Horror Extreme Show because it's a joke. LOL. The only horror is the name of the pay-per-view. There you go.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
Does that mean we can throw rice and toast like a Rocky Horror Picture Show? Can we throw that at the TV?
Yeah, and like I said,
as long as I don't have to dress in a suit, it's hot as shit right now.
Yeah,
then it's legit. Otherwise, yeah that's good. And no corset for me, but maybe we'll be all walking around like Rocky naked because it's so hot. But
once again, thank you so very much to every single one that is checking us out. From now on, for every single one of you, every time that there's a major pay-per-view, these three guys are going to be coming out to do previews and predictions with every single one of you. So we want, your comments. We want like your predictions also. So don't forget that. And again, don't forget to subscribe to every single one of the social media means right there. So you can always be right next to Road Break and you can be part of our family. So now it is main event time. The stipulation, like I said, WWE doesn't know. We don't even know. Ziggler doesn't know. McIntyre doesn't know. Who the hell knows? So, it's like the...
Vince at 7:55.
Yeah, no. He says 9:55. He's like, let's just do this. Yeah. We have tables down there.
Yeah, not even before the pay-per-view, but right before the match.
Yeah. They're ready to receive tables. Well, you know what? They'll just make it like last man standing. Yeah. True. Yeah. Claymore and done. Yeah. Go. Yeah.
We have 3 minutes left of the show.
Oh, yes, yeah. Linda. Yeah, I'm going. Yeah. Boom. There it is.
Yeah, there it is.
Right. There it is. Even say Dolph Ziggler pays the stipulation. There you go. Let's start with Mr. Whitman.
As much as I would love to see a Ziggler championship run in 2020, I don't see him taking the belt off McIntyre. He's too hot right now. He's on the run of his career.
Yeah, what do you feel about a Dolph Ziggler being moved to Monday Night Raw from SmackDown?
Oh, I think it's good for him. It's great to see him into the world title picture. I think he deserves it. He's been there long enough, and he hasn't really had much of an opportunity outside of his short run as champion way back when. So I think it's great that he's getting this chance.
Oh yeah, no, I absolutely.
Yeah, and this, I'll give a pass because at least there's a history, a little bit of a story. But I mean, clearly, the unfortunate thing is, Ziggler's used as a stepping stone.
Yeah,
that's the only thing that's kind of so he has literally I should play it Vince McMahon, no chance.
Oh yeah, you should.
You know what I mean? Ziggler, I'm sorry, but you're done.
I want to thank you, Luis Felipe Alaba Guillen. Thank you for watching. Thank you so very much. Welcome to the Road Break family. Hey, once you start, you're always a member. And Tom Libel says, talk less. Claymore, get Ziggler a new gimmick.
Yeah.
I think that one, and you guys should agree with me. The Dolph Ziggler is one of the most underrated wrestlers.
Oh, absolutely.
Ever. Dolph has he can put a great match with anybody. You give him you give him Giant Gonzalez, he's good. He'll sell for him.
Yeah, exactly.
But Dolph never really, became that guy.
Because when he became legit, look how many stars they had already.
Yeah, and
you're not gonna push somebody new, and then and then it's Roman Reigns came along, and then I was oh, see ya. Forget it, anybody else. And John Cena was still there; he was still wrestling pretty often. And then, they bring in guys like AJ Styles, and I mean, I love AJ, but it's as legit as Ziggler is, he doesn't have the name value like AJ did.
Well, but every time that Dolph was champion, though, he either got injured or something happened, and then he had to take the title away from him. Well, Ryan, what do you think that The Rock put a tweet and he's supporting Dolph Ziggler? He's not a fan of Drew McIntyre.
No, that's pretty awesome to see. Anytime I see The Rock post something like that, about wrestling, it's just good to see because he's bringing wrestling into such a wide audience more than it already is right now. To see that
I agree, but on him picking Ziggler, it doesn't matter what The Rock says.
Well, that's not going to happen, sadly. But yeah, it's just good to see him endorse it.
So who are you picking then? One, Drew.
Yeah. I'm not picking Drew. I'm picking Drew.
I think clean sweep on Drew. I can see something, but I'm going to make a crazy prediction. Randy Orton comes out, RKO Ziggler. Maybe right before he goes for the Claymore kick, he's sizing him up in the corner, come on. And then he goes to run, and then RKO out of nowhere, and then he stops in his tracks. Orton just looks at him on the ground, rolls out of the ring, and then he covers him. Because then it's that sets up for SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Because Ziggler technically has been saying, I've been here for how many years? Technically, legend.
He is. He has a 10 years. He has a tenure. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So that doesn't affect anything because I'm going with Drew no matter what. But I'm saying that would be cool to see something like that.
So okay. So let's go. Tom Leibel says Ziggler is the best wrestler in the business and is getting jobbed out week after week. Absolutely right.
Oh yeah.
You
can make an argument that he's one of the best workers.
Yeah, and
because not many people know how to, like you said, not many people can sell like him.
Oh my, even
a lot of people that can do flips, a lot of people can do moonsaults and super kicks, but not a lot of people can sell.
Dolph even when a move they hit a move on him, he sells it really well. And Tom says also, get Ziggler to go back to NXT and win the title. See, that will be so legit.
That would be. That would have been legit for a feud him versus Prince Pretty for the North American Championship or something.
Yeah,
that would be legit, or even the main NXT champion. But Keith Lee, Karrion Kross, Tom. Sorry, I don't see that happening.
Oh well, yeah, Keith Lee going against Dolph Ziggler, it will just be
spirit bomb and done.
It will be fighting out.
Exactly.
Right, Ryan. On that, Ryan, because we didn't hear your thoughts. What do you think about Keith Lee? Being the new NXT and North American champion.
Very happy for him. Very happy for him. I think he deserves it. I'm very intrigued to see what's going to happen with Adam Cole's
future. What he wishes he was, though? Keith Lee wishes he was the rope break pay-per-view champion.
That's right. And also, we want to say hi to Sydney. Sydney's watching. What's up, bro? How you doing? Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting. Subscribe to the channel right there. The original Rope Break on YouTube.
Yep, all the social medias. Do it.
Keith Lee, Karrion Kross, that's very interesting, but okay, so your pick, you said Drew, Jean-Paul.
Yep, I said Drew.
Ryan, you said Drew. I said Drew. So now, Jean-Paul, let's go over everybody's. Can you give that?
Yep. All right. So we'll go in no particular order. You want to go who by match or by who picked what?
No, by match is fine. So
by match. All right. So in no particular order. For Braun Strowman versus Bray Wyatt in the Swamp Battle match, Ryan said no decision, and Juan and myself said Bray Wyatt. For Drew versus Dolph, clean sweep for old Drew McIntyre. And then Asuka versus Sasha, Ryan and myself said Asuka, and Juan says Sasha because he's bullshit.
No, the only bullshit is if she doesn't win.
Bayley versus Nikki Cross was also a clean sweep, and we all went with Bayley. And then in the eye for an eye match, we had Rey Mysterio versus Seth Rollins. Juan had to go with his homeboy, Rey Mysterio. And then Ryan and I picked Seth Rollins. And then for the United States Championship, Apollo versus MVP, Ryan went with Apollo. And Juan and I, we're going all heel, baby. Hurt Business, MVP. We're saying he's going to keep that new United States champion. And then to round this up, we have for the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, because fuck Raw, I guess. We have the New Day versus Nakamura and Cesaro in a tag team match or in a tables match, rather, excuse me. And we all clean sweep on here, went with the heel team.
Yeah, and see, I'm not alone on the Sasha Banks thing because Tom Leibel, I got Banks as well. So Tom can get a bypass on that because we know that they don't have faith in Asuka.
Yeah.
But we have to remind everybody. See, that's the whole social media right there for you. I promise.
Yeah, there you go. Boom! I don't gotta say it this time.
Bigger. I was just I need a little bit of time to measurements and stuff. But forgive me on that. But see, the original rubric on YouTube, that should be every single one of you should be.
That's right.
For that. That's right. See, Ryan is telling you right there. You want to see us on Instagram, we have all the videos, all the news, everything, original Road Break. Also, on Twitter, the OG Road Break, interactions right there with everybody. The Undertaker, Michelle McCool said thank you to all three of us because we love the last ride. And after Extreme Rules, there's going to be the Tales of the Dead Man.
So that I'm excited for. That'll be so legit.
The Road Break family and, to my two good brothers right here, to Carl Anderson on top and to Luke Gallows on the bottom.
Yeah,
WWE always says after the pay-per-view. No. Comes out at 10 o'clock. So if you have the network, don't need to watch.
This is 10 a.m. This is 10 a.m. So when you wake up, you take your morning dump, you get your coffee, and let's watch some Tales from the Dead Man.
And then you dump some more. So, that's what it is. And then, right here, the Road Break on Facebook for all the news, every single news, everything that is really good, it's worth talking about because we didn't talk about Alexa Bliss because it's Ryan Cabrera's birthday. It's his boyfriend, her boyfriend. Woo! I don't care. we're done. So now, whatever. I'm not talking about the goddess anymore. I'm heartbroken, and Tom is not even my friend anymore. And he said, "Staying 100%, keep the show rolling live." See, he loves it. Legit.
He wants it. Well, don't. Hey, Tom, drink some coffee. I don't know what time you go to bed, but we'll be live with Slammiversary. Even if you don't watch Slammiversary, you'll know exactly what happened.
And we have all, we're gonna have all the covers. So stay with us, Tom. He says MJF is the next GOAT of AEW.
Absolutely.
Boom, absolutely. Boom, and boom is the boom from Kofi Kingston. SOS. I need a little boom. And he goes, I'm in there like swimwear. So, thank you to every single one of you, family. We love this. Thank you again. And we'll be back for, like I said, Jean Paul's Slammiversary. And tomorrow we have Extreme Rules in English, in Spanish. Para toda la audiencia en español, ustedes saben, estaré yo solo, ya que los dos muchachos no saben ninguna palabra de español. Pero vamos a estar ahí hablando de Extreme Rules en español. Sí. All right, family, take it easy. I'm just going to go and eat our dinners, and then we'll be back to watch Slammiversary. That title is going to be on the line. Guys, say bye, and we have one more thing that is left to say. And what is that, guys?